Yo guys, Bobby Trade Painting back. I wanted to do a video about spackle knives. There's different brands and different sizes and different flexibilities. Like here, for example, I got a whole bunch of them. I mean, we use them for different things. This is a 12, we got a 10 inch, we got an 8 inch, 6 inch, 4 inch. These are good for taping and spackling, fanning things out, but we're not going to talk about these so much today. These are the ones I want to talk about. About 90% of the time we're using these. It's a 4 inch flexible Purdy knife and a 6 inch flexible Purdy knife. And I've tried so many different brands from Home Depot and Lowe's and different paint suppliers, but it seems to me that the Purdys are the best. And if you feel differently, leave a comment. I'd be more than welcome to try some other ones, but these seem to be the best. So the 4 and the 6 inch we use about 90% of the time, I'd say. And it's just great for filling in nail holes, nail pops, little cracks and crevices, and taping, even setting up when we're doing some corner taping or something like that. These are the best. So just some care advice. You know, you want to make sure you always keep them clean. Every time you use them, wash them off, dry them off. Don't let them rust. Don't let them get dinged up in your bags or in your trucks. Keep them nice and sharp. They should be able to cut your finger almost. I mean, this is so, it's not the cleanest one, I apologize, but it's so thin and they kind of wear over time. They become thinner almost. This one is a little bit thicker, but still very sharp, very thin, and they're perfect. Like all the other ones are so thick, and you wonder why your spackle work looks terrible or why you're sanding so much and cleaning up. You should be able to spackle, do a quick light sand, and be done with it. And that's the reality if you get good at it. And I'll just show you real quick. I'll set up over here just to show you how these work and why they're nice. So let's see if we could look at this. There's a little ding in the wall here. We're gonna fix it. So I did some other spackle work in this room, as you can tell. It needed a lot of work. It was really a mess. And I did not use these knives, just so you know. I was using the bigger knives. But if you look, so I load up my 6 inch, and I got my 4 inch here. I take a little bit, put it on here. Now a lot of times I'll go into a job after somebody, or maybe a homeowner made an attempt to clean up their walls and do some painting. They called us in to rescue, and I see this. The problem with this is that you'll have a really heavy edge here and here, and you'll have to sand the hell out of that thing to get it to the point where it's paintable. So one thing is you want to make sure you clear it off. I'd rather see someone do 2 coats, 2 light coats than you know, 1 heavy coat. I know it seems like it would take less time to do 1 heavy coat, but in fact it's more work. So you put your spackle on. And you want to use the right spackle too. I'm using a green lid spackle, which is really not a great product for this example. It dries too hard. Typically we're using like a blue lid spackle. It dries soft. I'll do a video about the different kinds of spackles later, but the thing that's nice about the 6 inch knife is that it's so flexible. It moves. It's so thin that if you have a large area that you have to work on, you can come back and come in and bend that knife and taper out that edge, so that when you do sand it, you might only have to sand like a little bit of the perimeter or the center, and you'll be golden. So this is the setup you want to use, and you won't regret it. Spend the money, get the better knives. Even if you're just a DIY guy, it's worth it. You could actually do like a semi-professional job if you have the right tools. If you don't have the right tools, you're kind of out of luck. If you have any questions, shoot them out. Otherwise, take my advice, get some good spackle knives. The Purdys at Sherwin-Williams are great. A 4 and a 6 inch. See you guys.